So today, guys, I'm going to do an Apple rant. Now, all the stuff about the iPhone SE, although I think they should have called it a 6C, and the Apple TV, their environmentalist stuff, their business, all that stuff is fine. The iPad is the thing that really ticks me off, though. For starters, when they started off, they called it a 9.7-inch iPad Pro. Apple, it's an iPad Air 3. It's an iPad Air 3. If you wouldn't have released the iPad Pro, you would have called it an iPad Air 3. And sure, it has the guts of an iPad Pro, just in a 9.7-inch form factor. But basically, that's what the iPad Air 3 would have been if there would have been no iPad Pro. Second off, they were talking about how the PC was conceived before the invention of the App Store, the internet, social media, all that kind of stuff. Well, in recent years, Windows 8 and Windows 10 have done an adequate job at trying to adapt to those things. They have added things like apps, the Windows Store, and several social media places like Facebook and Twitter have made apps available for Windows. Okay, next thing. The next statistic was, the next thing that really ticks me off is they were talking about how all the PCs are over 5 years old. Or some of the PCs. Most of the PCs, a lot of the PCs, whatever. A lot of the PCs are 5 years old. Why is that? If I could run out and get a brand new PC for free right now, I would do it. But it's just too expensive. The reason is the price. It's not like, oh, I don't feel like using Windows 10, or, well, that may be the case for some people, but they can just downgrade if price is no factor. Or, it's not like, oh, it's too hard to transfer stuff. Windows has some great tools for transferring things. So, in conclusion, PCs are too expensive to upgrade. That is why all PCs, or most of PCs, lots of PCs, some PCs, are 5 years old. And an iPad with decent comparable specs to a PC costs just about as much as a decent PC does. So that's not really a valid argument for why someone will go out and buy an iPad instead of a PC for their upgrade. Okay, next case. Okay. They call it the ultimate PC replacement. That's just going way too far, Apple. You need to hold your horses, take a chill pill. It will never be the ultimate PC replacement. Reason number 1, there's no Finder support. Reason number 2, there's no mouse support. Reason number 3, there's no good multitasking support. You can't, yeah. Expensive adapters. This is one of the things I really hate about Apple, is their adapters are so expensive. Super duper expensive. Now take a look at this here. I have a printout here. Look at this. Lightning to SD card camera reader. 30 bucks. Sure, it's 29 bucks. 30 bucks. Lightning to USB 3 camera adapter. 40 bucks. 40 bucks. On the Android end of things, where I live, you can get an adapter that does all those things for $8. $8 compared to the $70 you have to pay for this stuff. I'm not sure what aftermarket accessories or third-party accessories there will be on the iPad, but I'm sure they'll be somewhat expensive, since technology that has to do with the lightning connector on the bottom usually can be really expensive sometimes. Okay, next point. They say in their video that they're trying to increase capability while decreasing complexity. Yes, they meet that goal. They do meet that goal. I agree, they completely meet that goal. But here's where they fall short. They have the capability and they decrease the complexity. We just can't get our hands on that capability because they limit it so much. They have too much capability, more capability than they need, capability we can't access. But sure, there's less complexity. So they've met that goal. It's just, the goal sounds a little different, but when you think about it, it's a bad goal. Okay, next thing, drop my paper. You know why the iPad is so limited? You know why the iPad is so limited? So you have to buy a Mac. They want you to buy a Mac They say that the iPad is an ultimate PC replacement, and if the iPad can live up to the complexities of a PC and the advantages and the capability of a PC, then it can also live up to the capability of the Mac, so they can call it a Mac replacement and a PC replacement. Not just a PC replacement, but also a Mac replacement. Okay, so that pretty much just sums it up, guys. I'll do another video later where I say I'm going to tell you 6 things that Apple could do to make me switch to an iPad. 6 things that Apple could do to make a pro user like me switch to an iPad. Thanks for watching.